glad I didn't try it.
Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of you three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Lloyd Johnson.
And this week, the marvelous, fantastic, miraculous return of Patrick Seta again. He returns again for the fucking second time.
Was that a re-return?
Thank you.
It's a re-return, yes. That's exactly what it is. And the beautiful Alex Wool. Give it the fuck up, boys. Oh, I should mention, if you guys don't know Alex, he's a phenomenal guitarist. We were just sucking his dick, getting the balls in there, everything, tickling the butthole about how good of a guitarist he is. He's played for Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, Clarice Sentient. What are you doing now? Are you still playing guitar for bands and shit?
So I was in Rain Over Me, and
I heard you're auditioning for Wiggles.
yeah, the Wiggles, definitely.
Hell yeah.
But Rain Over Me is no longer a band now, so right now I'm just like working on some solo stuff that I'm doing.
Is Clarice Sentient still a thing?
No, we're not.
Okay, right on. Well, you've got some music, some shit that you're not releasing, but you've been hard at work, right?
It goes hard.
Been in the laboratory.
Busy bee.
I don't know why, but in my brain, when he was like, "Are you still playing guitar or whatever?" I just wanted you to pull up a hand with no fingers. Like, I can't.
Get anymore.
Not since the accident all those nights ago.
It's like, how did you not notice?
He's got a Luke Skywalker hand with black glove on it.
Life's never been the same since he visited me in my studio.
Lost it to diabetes.
Yeah, this is what my brain does all the time. I can't.
Oh my god. We just had so we're recording Wednesday night instead of Tuesday like we normally do, because Tuesday fucking Lloyd Johnson and Alex Schubert had a phenomenal live show that we're going to talk about a bit.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck you, we like the Bengals. Talk about it. Let's set it up. How'd this thing come to be?
Alex was up at Go Bananas doing something, and I guess he mentioned that we were going to try and record an episode before the Super Bowl, and they were like, "Yeah, just do a live one here."
Yeah, it was fucking sick to get to show up early and hang out at the Go Bananas green room, and I was like, I'm out of place. I'm not a comedian. I shouldn't be here. And as soon as I said that thought out loud, everybody's like, you for sure were supposed to be here. Like, nah, you're cool. Let's hang out. I was like, that's a good feeling. That makes me feel really good. Hanging out with the fucking comics.
I laughed at you about that with Mansfield when he came into the studio. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Lloyd's getting a drink. Cody disappeared to go drink some beers or something. He got anxious in the green room, and he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he was just in there freaking out like, I have no right to be in here. I'm waiting for someone to kick me out. And like, two of the three co-hosts you work with are doing this show. Like and you've interviewed everyone in the green room. Like,
yeah,
you're allowed to be back here.
It just felt.
But he was like, "I'm not a comic. I shouldn't be here." And I'm like, "I'm not."
I expected
Yeah,
that.
but you're on the live show. It made sense for
it's-
you to be there.
I could totally see that every single person that was at that event probably got a paragraph-long message from Cody at 4 a.m. saying how
Dude,
sorry
I'm
he
so
is
sorry.
that something like that happened. I wasn't supposed to be there, man.
That is on brand.
You
for me.
have definitely spent time around Cody. I've gotten
Long time.
Too much. Some would say.
I've gotten quite a few messages like a day after we'll hang out, watch TV till like 2, 3 a.m. And then just he goes, he gets home and I wake up in the morning to like a paragraph of like, "Hey man, I appreciate you letting me talk about this, and sorry if I got too drunk and blah blah." I'm like, "You were fine."
And like you totally forgot what the hell he's talking about. And you're like, okay, it's okay, man. I don't remember.
And by the time you respond, he's rereading what he sent when he got home.
He's overanalyzing it all.
Well, no, like he's rereading it like, what the fuck did I say?
Well, dude, I just put drinks in my system and I was good after that. Though there was no more anxiety about when am I supposed to be there. I chugged fucking like 3 beers and 2 double shots, and I was like, I'm good to go, brother. I almost threw up outside because I drank up so fast and came back so quickly. I come in from like throwing foam up. It was like throwing like hella foam up, but I kept the beer down because you got to stay drunk, right? And I don't want to lose them shots. It's expensive bar drinks and shit like that. So I walk in all fucking ghost white, and Luke was like, "Are you okay, dude?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, brother."
Because it looked like you got fucked up by someone or you fell. Like, because you had like 3 dark lines on the side of your face. I was like, what happened? Like,
Wait,
where
really?
did you...
Yeah, it looked like you had
Because-
had
Yeah,
been
it was
mashing your
exactly
hand
like
against your
that.
face like this.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
I don't
so,
know.
And so, like,
You're still there? I'm looking at
No,
the
we
fucking...
were looking at you like, "Are you cool, man?" You're like, "I just had to pound 5 drinks," and I'm like, "I don't know if had to."
when you said that, I was so confused because when I went to go look for you initially, and I was talking to Mansfield, someone tells me you went to go get beer, and I'm like,
We're at the place.
I have one right. Like he had a captain or a sailor captain coat for the free from Lee.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to
a
ask
beer
for
for
it.
the free, and you disappear to go get shit faced by yourself. Like,
Well, I knew it'd calm
And
me
then
down.
Mansfield got a bucket to split with you later that night anyways.
He kept buying me beers, dude. That night fucking ruled. He bought me beers at the bar, and then we met up with Rob Long. I'll get to it. Let's talk about the show.
But
real
hold on.
quick.
Also, right before you left to go get a drink, I was like, "Do you want me to grab you a drink?" And you were like,
You did?
"Yeah." And you're like, you said something like, should I move out of the green room? Like, there's a lot of people in here now." And I'm like, "Do you want a drink?"
I get nervous around
And
people.
you just got up and walked out, and I was like, "All right, cool. That was a fun conversation that I just had with part of Cody."
There's a reason that I drink so much, and it's like I get real nervous around people, and I don't like it. I get this like I want to be by myself right now feeling. But if I drink, I'm like I can be the man of the night. Let's party, let's go, dude. Playing pool, I'm yelling at people, I'm fucking grabbing people too hard. It's a good time for all.
Getting fist fights.
I've been there for all of it. I like Cody's 3 a.m. like teach me how to fight lessons. Those are my favorite.
Okay, it's 6 a.m. First off, 6 a.m.
All right, one of the first
I've drank
was
a
like
handle of rum by this point.
he was like, "Punch me really hard," and I was like, "I'm not gonna do that." He's like, No, man, like just punch me, like see if I'm doing it right." And I'm like, "I don't know what that means. I don't know at all what that means." He's
I've been
like, "Punch
studying
me."
Houdini really well. I think I can take any punch.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
this is
like-
how he died, right?
I'm like, "You don't know if you're getting punched right?" And he's like, "No, like how to punch." And I'm like, "I got some mitts. I'll let you hit those." And I bring him out, and I'm like trying to explain something over and over, and he just every time I'm like, "No, turn your hips a little bit and then step forward with this." And he does the same thing over and over and over. And I'm like, "Yeah, you're getting it, man. I don't know what the fuck we're doing right now." Like,
A couple hours later, you get a message from Cody.
I'm so sorry I hit you with that roundhouse.
Absolutely did.
Oh my god! How did you find wider collar T-shirts to fucking show off your tattoo? Like,
It's a lazy shirt.
Have you just been stretching the collar so that people can see
Find
it?
a wider
It's just a large shirt.
He
It's
went
a
to
larger shirt.
the Skeet Ulrich School of Design.
This is
It's
an extra large.
fashion, baby.
My
It's
collar's-
fashion.
My collar's firmly planted around my neck area. Yours has got chest hair. You can see your whole gold necklace.
Cody,
and
I
shit
could have
like
sworn that's the same outfit you wore last time I saw you, like a year ago.
that. I shower in this bad boy.
Everyone who's
I
ever
believe
met
it.
Cody can say that exact same thing. It's the same.
You're wearing the same hat,
Thought
same
he
battle
only
vest,
had
same
one.
black jeans, same shoes.
I got sweatpants on today because I was feeling
It's
hungover.
getting worse. It's getting worse.
Yeah, I was real hungover. That show was so much fun. It was.
Hey,
it was
it
a
works
lot
out.
of fun.
He's learning.
It got worse. He's got fucking sweatpants now. No, so I just wanted to say really quickly, Billy DeVore, Andrew Rudick, Alex Schubert, fucking
Phil Pointer.
Phil Pointer, Lee
Lee
Cambrell,
Cambrell.
all the other people that were up there killed it. It made it so much fun. That was the best Fuck You Like the Bengals that I've ever listened to. Seeing it live brought a lot of fucking energy to it, and I was really happy that like even like people had roast jokes that were in the crowd. Granted, the crowd was all comedians. Like there's probably
Which was awesome.
yeah,
Roasting
was
you
mainly
guys or the Bengals?
the Bengals. No, they
No.
they-
The premise of the podcast is we roast whatever team the Bengals are going to play.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's literally just making fun of people, which I'm
Bullying
usually
the other
fairly-
team.
Yeah, I'm fairly good at. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah.
Bullying is my favorite thing to do.
no. I mean, making
I
fun
get
of
home,
people.
I bully.
That
I
was-
go to work, I bully.
And when I'm not bullying, I'm intimidating quietly.
When
with
I'm
my
bullying,
face.
I'm thinking about mean things to say.
You know what I just realized? Like that kind of like bothered me a little bit when you said it. And I was like, oh, that's probably true.
I better bully him
Like
about
just
it.
hearing it, I'm like, that might be right. 'Cause it feels weird when he says it.
The TV. We forgot to change the TV over. We do that real quick.
Fuck,
Not that we
man.
need it right now. Sorry to fucking.
No, but yeah, just when you said it, I was like, no, I don't. Which means I probably do.
Wow.
Oh no.
I don't know what the fuck.
That was a
just
solid episode of Your Mom's House, but we're not going to talk about that right
Let's
now.
just watch your mom's house.
Yeah, we
instead
can
of
just
doing.
review the David
Also,
Cross
I
episode.
didn't hit any of the buttons that should have made
I mean,
that
I'm
happen.
not mad. It was a solid episode, like I'm said. Everybody should check it out. Your Mom's House.
I did
4
nothing
something.
else, and it eventually went to the thing I actually did hit.
Yeah.
So I'm.
I like how Luke's wearing
Oh,
the hat
man.
and advertising the podcast now.
Oh, I just realized I was wearing the hat when I
I was like,
said
do you
that.
work for them? Are you on the payroll? What's
He's like,
Well,
it's
you know,
Justin
we've
the
been
Hat.
DMing with Tom and Christine, so
I saw Tom did a show with Jeff Tate not too long ago. I saw pictures on Segura's Instagram, and I
like
was like, "Holy
boys.
shit,
Yeah.
there's
They're
Jeff
little
Tate."
babies.
That's what I was telling you when we had him on. I was
I
like,
mean,
you
I
don't
knew he
understand
was
how-
on their show. They played a show together, and did a show together, and I thought that was
They're
really
still
cool.
doing shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been
Oh, it's a whole
bringing
tour?
he's been bringing Jeff to do the shows he was doing with Rogan and Chappelle.
Oh, nice.
And,
Good for him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he usually
Super
either has like
cool.
Mike Cronin or Tate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw his tour with Tate at the Aronoff, I think.
I'm seeing Tom in a couple of months, and I'm seeing Bill in a couple of months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be I'm seeing Kyle this Saturday.
Is that your first time
Blake
seeing Canaan?
Hammond is gonna be hosting
Yeah.
the Canaan show this Saturday.
Is that your first time seeing Canaan?
It is, yeah.
It's great. I saw him with Tate and Cronin. So Tate and Cronin fucking.
Oh,
opened
I'm
for
sure
him.
that was insane.
It's 3 headliners performing comedy.
Basically, yeah.
It's like who's going to be the opener and who's going to be the feature because we're all headliners.
Yeah, let's
It's-
just flip a coin.
It's like yeah, exactly. It's like Canaan has the biggest name, so I guess he's the headliner, and it was like Jeff Tate close. So he's
They
the
all look
feature.
the same, so I mean, they could have like really shuffled the deck of cards. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
it
I
does-
thought he was skinny. Nah, he's fat now. They just changed it up, you know.
Yeah, it's like medium fat, really fat, fucking kind of skinny.
It's just 3 different colors of beard on 3 different body styles.
Guess who is who?
yeah, a mix and match from the new fucking Assassin's Creed game.
Like somebody who's never like
Character customization.
someone who's never been to a comedy show before. Like their friend asked me, "Who went first?" And he's like, "I don't know, the red one." Who went second? The gray and black. And who went third? The gray and brown.
Patches on his jeans. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Canaan's fucking great live. Where are you seeing him at?
Funny Bone.
All right, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Blake Hammond's doing. We
Yes,
should plug
he
that.
is.
He just said that.
He's hosting.
Yeah, I'm retarded. I wait for my turn to talk. I don't listen.
I know.
we understand. It was so the show was great, man. Thank you for you and Alex for inviting me. I got paid for it last night, which was crazy. I wasn't
What?
expecting that.
You got paid money?
I did.
How much did they pay you?
10 smackaroos.
$10 to do fucking like 5 minutes.
Hey,
of
that's better
comedy?
than nothing.
Yeah.
That ain't
I
bad.
wasn't
It's- you did a
expecting
paid
the 10.
comedy
I'm not
gig.
bitching.
No, I
Paid comedy gig.
when they
Yeah,
handed
man.
me money, I was like, "What?" And I just handed it to the girls that were working. Like I didn't do anything. Like this promoted my own fucking podcast.
I basically did that. I tipped a waitress tenner before I left too, and I
Yeah, I
only
just-
had 4 beers.
Lee handed me money, and I was just like, split it between them. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, they worked. I just came here to promote a thing I do anyway." So.
I got home and I had a message from Alex saying, "Hey asshole, what's your Venmo?" I was like, "Hey, true." I sent it to him. It's Luke-Young-69. He goes, "Of course it is."
Oh, before fucking everybody got here, I was talking to Lloyd about how fucking Lee could literally. Wait, did you say Lee is the one that asked for your thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, Alex asked
Alex
for the
asked for his
Venmo.
Venmo.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna fucking hype up Lee for a second. Lee could
Do it.
breathe into a microphone and be funny. Like if he sneezes, it's fucking the crowd's roaring with laughter the entire
Dude, he
time.
was funny.
Anything that he just kind of said into the mic, like lazily said into the mic, was crushing all night long.
If you paid attention to him last night, I was sitting like right in between the two of them, but like he was shooting out sniper shots like the
Yeah.
entire time, and he would stop, look over at Blake Hammond to see if he's getting that nod of approval or chuckle. It was just like I was catching it every time. Like, oh fuck.
No, it was definitely a thing where I was like sitting on stage with comics I like.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not what they are." Like I'm throwing out roast jokes and like trying to, mix it up with everybody, and I'm like, they're better at this than me.
Oh stop,
Like no,
well, you were better than Schubert.
dude. Schubert was great, but he killed me when because he's done it before. I've seen it happen here socially. I've seen it happen on an episode where he'll tell a one-liner and go,
Yeah, I was like, don't do that, please. It's like, no.
There were like 5 microphones around. Like, oh,
Yeah.
well then like me and Rudik are sharing a microphone, and all this shit Rudik was just like mumbling in between.
Yeah.
I'm like over there laughing, like covering my face up because the lights were killing me. But I'm like I'd cover my eyes up and be laughing at something, and then someone would say something, and I'd want to respond, and Rudik would go to respond at the same time, and I'm like,
It's like Joe Pop Potato the entire time.
but
Like,
you know what? You're in control of that potato.
dude, Rudy,
but he's
He doesn't
funny.
get anything.
I'm just saying
if
he's
you don't
funnier
want
than
him
me,
to.
so I'm like trying to give him.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he's way better than you.
Rudy
so the
crushes
show was
too.
awesome. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean that didn't.
Oh, do you want to listen to your 4 minutes of comedy?
Yeah, I do.
I sent it to Lloyd. Lloyd, did you get the video yet?
So
I don't know.
I definitely. So like the first 3 or 2 minutes, probably less, leading up to the ginger bit that I do or try to do because I get flustered. It was all off the cuff. I had never riffed before. The whole see, look at this, like fuck you, Los Angeles Rams, like all that stuff. I hadn't wrote down. It just came to me and I was doing it and I was getting good reception. And because I was getting good reception, I got nervous and flustered. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. But wait, what did I write down? I'm bombing. I told them and everything.
Well, like I saw a moment when you were up there where you went,
Yeah.
like your face did that, like, and I've seen it with comics a million times because
Blake said the same thing.
was a brain
I went
burp.
to him as soon as I was done. I was like, dude, I got nervous after I got good laughs in the beginning. He was like, I saw it as it was happening. You're fine.
It's your second
He was
time
like, I've
ever.
seen this happen a million times. You're good.
see that's a compliment to me. Like the way I just heard that was like, oh, you and Blake have similar sensibilities. But yeah, that's just a thing that happens sometimes. It's okay. Like.
I'm killing it with the farts.
Good one.
Dude, he came in for all the listeners. He walks in. He was like, "What's up, everybody?" Immediately, just a real clacker too, like a real good one.
Real butt puff, dude.
You've been crushing with the farts. All right, let's listen to it. Let's hear how it happened.
Oh God, cringe.
Have you heard him do comedy before?
Yes. You guys showed his first one last episode it was on.
I think the first one was out there.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
God damn, Bengals faces.
What happened?
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop it. I don't need a video. He's right here.
What?
It's his performance, right?
Yeah,
Luke's
yeah.
yeah. I don't need to see the video. I didn't mean to ruin it.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
God damn, Bengals faces Super Bowl. It's fucking wild. And boy, are we aggressive about it. We act like we just lost like 18 games of foosball in a row, and we finally won game 19. We're like, fuck you! Yes! You suck! I mean, like, look at this. Fuck you, Los Angeles. You like the Bengals? I don't think there's ever been a time in Los Angeles Rams history where they're like, man, fuck you, Cincinnati Bengals, dude! You specifically. I don't know, it's pretty fucked up. I mean, Joe Burrow is getting all this.
You hear the nervous cough?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
After this guy, it makes
I
me
can
wonder,
all down.
like, what kind
Hold on.
of credit us redheads would have gotten if, like,
I can feel the adrenaline coursing through your body for you right at that moment. Like that cough is like, oh fuck, the heart's speeding up. I'm about to get the.
Did you hear this?
Shakes are
Did
about
you
to
hear
come.
those solid laughs? Oh fuck! I gotta keep this going.
Oh no! I just started screaming and fucking no one's laughing. What do I
People
do?
were laughing.
Well, people
But yeah,
were laughing.
we also
but-
did that thing where like your throwaway at the end, like, I don't know, that's fucked up. Gotta laugh.
Yes.
It's like that cliche thing I always see in like movies or something where someone's bombing and you hear the cough, but I never thought it would actually happen in real
But
life.
it's coming from the performer.
God.
Yeah.
The performer's the one doing the cough, not someone in the crowd.
Well,
That's where I feel like most like comedy writers were comedians at one point and they've heard themselves do that. So that's why like they use it as like a device of like they're, you see a movie with someone doing stand up and then there's that like silence where someone's like, ugh. It's the same nervous cough that they did during a set. They're just putting it on someone else because it's stuck in their mind so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Andy Dalton or Carson Palmer actually succeeded. And nobody likes us. And it's like we're the one group of people that, no matter where
Gotta hear
you
my
are,
dumb
what
laugh
age
over the
the
whole
person
thing.
Is, you can just say the most fucked up shit to redheads. I mean, I'm 8 years old. People are asking if my pubes are red. I mean, ginger man. It's fucked
And I'm
up.
Gingers, man.
And I'm that's right there.
I am Bob.
Right there.
Okay, so I wanted to ask if there's any gingers in the crowd, and I can see all of you, and there aren't.
That's good instincts though.
Yeah.
Like really it was. Like because that again, like your throwaway of like, that's fucked up. And then like, but I can see all of you, so
Yeah.
But one of my most favorite things that people said to me as a kid growing up, even to this day, is I'll beat you like a redheaded stepchild. I think it's universally like agreed upon that hitting kids is fucked up. But it's like okay to hit redheads. One that you didn't make specifically.
I feel like it came back.
Yeah.
Right back, dude.
Give you a Mandarin manhandling. Slovenian slave boy shellacking. Like, it's just fucked up.
Who's running that laugh?
Thanks to people. It's children. But no, it's pretty
Crazy.
wild
The
that
Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl. So
I'm sorry to laugh at you.
No, it's
after this,
understandable.
I gotta go
It's
say hi to my
understandable.
grandma.
We don't have to do the end because the end was his first. You were
The grandma bit.
Yeah, you went into
No,
the
but
grandma bit.
why not?
It was good. That's a go ahead.
I bet people would prefer
All
to
right,
hear
I'm
it.
sorry.
I'm pretty.
I
sorry
feel, I
things
still
weren't-
feel like I rushed that one too because I beat myself. I was already beating myself up in my head.
A little bit, but you almost me sitting where I was, I could like kind of have eyeballs on most of the people in the room,
Yeah.
and as you kind of did rush a bit through that one, but every comic in the room goes, "Oh, okay, I know what this is." So it was like almost everyone gave you the leeway to actually hear it out, even
Yeah.
though it was a little.
That was the best part because like I know I sucked.
You didn't suck.
Well, in
I thought you
certain
came right back.
in certain
fine. You bounced
aspects,
right
well,
back.
that's what people keep telling me. But you know, I'm just gonna still be my biggest critic.
You're
That's
gonna
how you
beat
get better.
yourself like a redheaded stepchild.
Yes.
Where's the drum set?
But I don't. That was the coolest part about it. Like I'm still. I know everything I did wrong. I've been replaying it in my head over and over again. And like as soon as I sat down at the table, I wasn't mad at myself. I felt the positive vibes of the room. I knew like 2/4, like 2/3 of that room were all comics. And it was very
Gotta be
supportive.
intimidating.
Even afterwards, it was because they're all locals that I look up to. All of them. They were
but you-
all so incredibly talented people.
Did you
You
like try
also know that they've all bombed.
Of
before,
course I have. Yeah,
So,
they were talking about it too. Like prior, like before we even started, Lee was talking about how like just a week or two ago he had bombed the hardest he had ever bombed in a couple of years. Like, and that was just reassuring that a killer like him can go upstairs, pull his on stage, pull his pants down, say all of the wildest shit he can, and get a chuckle out of somebody, and still not be able to. Is reassuring.
Before the
and
past-
I wanted to go back up like immediately afterwards and do it all over again.
Like, I
sure.
can fix this. I can be better.
Yes.
I will say, like, before the bastard sermon, I would have assumed that comics are all out to get one another to be the funniest around. But it turns out, after I've talked to people that you guys had on the show or whatever, like, it blows my mind how supportive everybody is.
Oh, yeah.
And
Very.
ever since he started doing it, it blew my mind even more that, like, wow, they really want to encourage everyone. That's awesome.
Well, see, like that's. I've been to open mics. That's the only time I leave my house.
Yeah, that's the only reason to get out.
Like somebody's like, "Oh, hey, do you want to see this band you've liked for fucking 15 years?"
Uh-uh.
Is there stand up before or after?
People it's like people might brush up against me. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Comedy show it can be like, "Oh, hey, you have to sit in a fucking booster seat made for a toddler." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." I don't know what that is, but like guys that you're like, "Oh, these are comics that I fucking respect." I've seen some of Lee's earlier.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them do this stuff. And then hearing everyone afterwards like, "Hey, yeah, your boy that was great for like a," I mean, I hate that it's always that caveat like, "Oh, it's great for a second time," but it is. That's your second fucking time.
Yeah.
But in the same way where there was no way you weren't going up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it was like, "Hey, we have to replace the bastard sermon, like we have to move it, we have to change the day we're recording," I was like, "All right, Luke gets 5." Literally, it was the first thing I said after Alex said,
You're
"It's
the
going to be
best."
booked for Tuesday." I was like, "Well, Luke's doing 5 then."
You got to do it more, too. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't get
So after the actual show, Phil came up to me and shook my hand. He was like, "Hey, man, I understand the nerves." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I told him the same thing. After the first laughs, I panicked, and he said, "You know what that means? You just got to keep coming to open mics, you motherfucker." And he
Yeah.
shook me, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
You don't fucking go out. This is why I tell you every week. When are you doing mics this week? When are you doing mics this week? Because fucking, it's all about practice, baby.
I've told you
gotta get up there.
there's open mic Chameleon Thursdays. I'll come over for any of them you're doing.
You got to do it
that.
every week. You got to do it multiple times a week, every week. Commit
Sounds like
time.
you're really
What time-
liking it, so you should totally pursue it, man.
Yeah.
Put time in.
Yeah,
Put some
we'll
fucking
go over
time
that.
in.
Let's play the rest of this and then.
You think Alex shredded overnight?
Pretty racked over it.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. He came out.
I believe it. I believe
yeah,
it.
he
Before
looks
he could
like
walk.
All
he
right,
was
not everyone's
shredding.
Alex Wohl.
he looks
okay?
like one of those dudes who'd be like, I'm gonna take up fucking crocheting, and it just would make like the dopest shit the next day. Like he just
I
has
made
that
everyone
vibe
hats
to him.
over.
Like,
I made
I
everyone
love
hats this
crocheting.
weekend.
That's my favorite.
he's like, dude, I made
Loves that shit.
He's like, I made an 11-foot doily last month. Fuck you. Like, but I would totally believe it. Like you have that vibe of like. You could tell me almost anything and I would believe it. You'd be like, I'm a world-class chef. And I'm like, yeah, it looks right. Or like, I make fucking lampshades out of cat skin. I'd be like, yeah, probably.
Sure, you do.
I mean, I would buy it. So, I don't know.
That's the MC Escher tattoos. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
That'll do it.
I do love me some Escher.
She's always asking
Good
me,
artist.
like, how you doing? I always gotta say the same shit. I'm tired. Grandma's always asking me, why are you tired? You're too young to be tired. I'm tired because I'm living, Grandma. I'm out doing shit. I'm not 98 years old, stuck in my basement all day. I'm out living. I'm doing coke. I'm playing video games. I'm staying out drinking late till like 2 in the morning. I'm chewing steak. Come on, Grandma. I'm tired because I'm living.
That's such a good time.
What are you doing? So, this past Christmas, we got her a puzzle, and it made a tiger head, and she made it in like 2 days flat. She sent the family a group photo of the tiger completed,
Sorry.
and everybody was like, oh my God, Grandma, good job. This looks so awesome. My grandma's Parkinson's riddled, people. She doesn't care about how good she did on this puzzle. She doesn't care. She said, I don't care. Next year, get me a gun. You fucking got it, Grandma. Next year, I'm going to get her that gun. If I'm going to give it to her in, like, pieces, so she can, like, reassemble it.
That's a good laugh.
She can get the family back together again by the following year.
Nice
That's
shitty
all
laugh.
my time.
God.
Thank you for tolerating.
I hate hearing my fucking laugh back. That's, oh, man.
It's like a cackle, you
Yeah.
know? It kind of shivers me to my core. a little bit.
Just imagine if like
Thanks, Pat.
No problem, buddy.
I feel better about it now.
Just imagine if like the shoes like our roles switched and you were up there and I'm recording, you would just
yeah,
just
dude.
over everything.
but your
like you
laugh's
wouldn't even
better,
hear your
like-
material.
Yeah, dude.
Your laugh's like that odd, comforting, like weird uncle at Christmas. Like, all right, it's fine. Cody's is like the sound of a kidney stone hitting the toilet after you pass it.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's just like a screech. God, is everything okay? Like,
I can't help it. It's how I laugh.
so
What do you
I
want
will
from me?
say I don't know who said it, but I heard after you did that he was like, "Oh, they should do like a shooting yourself." Someone in the back said that about like when you're doing that, they were like, "Oh, maybe it'll bring her back," because they laughed and they were like, "Oh, if you did like a."
that show.
gesture.
Well, because you had all comedians there, so normally when you hear that feedback, it's like shut the fuck up. But the people giving you feedback is all comedians. That was a great way to do a fucking live show. Is to like see it with all comics that are all hard laughs, and like you actually know if it's really fucking crushing or not. Because the room's gonna be quiet, and there's gonna be pins dropping and crickets if nobody's funny up there. and
Yeah, I
shit
mean,
like that. You got laughs.
Billy is great, and Billy went up there. He told us 2 jokes, and he was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna do this loud."
Billy was having a hard night.
Well, no, but
Say that.
everyone there's seen Billy a million times. Like
Yeah,
that's where it
that's
gets
true.
hard.
Yeah,
Like Rudick will throw in like weird.
Rudick was great.
Like,
the
yeah.
meowies and everything
Right,
when he
well, I'm
went
saying-
up, I was like, "Oh, that's so good."
He's
But
funny as
he'll
fuck.
throw in like weird transitions and shit just to make it funny every time. Billy's more of a I'm gonna do it the way I do it. So everyone's seen it a million times. So I feel bad for some of the comics that are that way. Not feel bad, but like I understand where it's like they don't get the laughs they probably deserve because everyone's seen
Everyone
it
already knows the
the
jokes.
exact
Yeah.
same way. And there's comics I love that every time I see them, everything is to a word, to a pause, to a gesture, the exact same.
Also, really quickly, how fucking good of a club is Bananas? Bananas.
It's fantastic. That was
I
a
love
great
that place.
stage. It was a great club.
The
Also
remodel looks beautiful now. Like they've got these red lights because there's all these fucking weird grooves that you're about to fall over at any second that you don't even notice, and they've got those fucking the theater red lighting all the way around there. Like new carpet, new fucking stage design. Everything looks clean as shit.
Shout out to Josh Ritchie. He did the floor.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
fucking we gotta get that dude. That dude's hilarious. Just from a text message
God, I love
conversation,
it.
we gotta
I
have
love that
him on the
kid so much.
podcast. But that low ceiling, tight little room can't get more than 150 people in that, right?
Yeah, you can.
How many people? Well,
like 300.
without breaking fire code.
I think 300.
300? Holy shit! It's still a small club. It's not like fucking Liberty or whatever.
I mean, I might be overshooting, but yeah, it's
250, 200, something like that.
I don't know, but it's there's a reason that comics love it.
I can see the reason. You can feel the energy in the room whenever there's a show. If you guys ever hear about a show at Bananas, just go. You'll have fucking fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Brendan Ears gonna be Erie. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's gonna be there this weekend. That kid is fucking hilarious.
I've heard the name. I don't know where. Has he been on like Skanks before or anything like that? Is he a New York guy?
I mean, he does a lot of shows. I think Rand's opened for him a couple times. Maybe it was something
I
like
might
that. I
have
don't
seen
know.
him live. I don't fucking know.
He's fucking funny, man.
I forget someone in the Cincinnati stand-up scene Facebook group just said that they found out that they're featuring for him. I forget who it was, but I know it's someone we know and have interviewed.
Wow, what an enthralling story, Luke.
Dude, I know.
Luke, you should get into prop comedy.
No, don't listen to Patrick's advice. Patrick is
Your
setting
stuff's
you
great,
up.
but
Hold on, no,
I
no,
just
no,
would
no,
love
no.
a prop
Hold
or
on.
two.
Prop comedy. Kill yourself, dude.
I
can
I
be your
am
prop
not
guy.
fucking Carrot Top.
I'll
okay?
bring you the props.
I
It'll
wanna
be a
get-
different one every time.
Hold on. I
You
want to.
should go on stage with Pat-made props.
Hold on.
And just try to come up with bits about it on the spot. Like,
that
this
would
is
rule.
a
Gold,
dick
struck
copter?
gold.
I don't
You're
know.
gonna be a sensation.
That would rule so hard with Pat's stupid ass. You know he'd be crafting
I'll
the
trip,
dumbest
probably.
shit. He'd be doing the worst fucking. This would be hilarious. Like,
A G.I. Joe helicopter with like dick blades.
dude,
gonna
you would eat your balls up there, but it would be so much fucking fun to watch. You would fucking eat a pot. You would eat a plate of dog shit. But I would be on the ground with
It's white dog shit. Have you seen this in a while?
I'd be on the ground with chicken finger dust in my hair, crying, laughing.
All right. I'm gonna say I want to give Pat props for that
That was
underhanded
a good one.
fucking. He just called you Carrot Top.
Yeah, I know. No, that's
You're
what he.
ginger.
I never
know.
said that word.
I did.
We all understood.
called
what you're-
himself
That's what I'm
that,
saying, though. That was a
if he did
subtle dig. That was like a. That was like that kind of crafty passive aggressive that like you really have to work to understand. Like
Really?
like I understand. Like I learned a lot about you in that statement.
Perhaps it was
about me?
unintentional.
No, I can picture like 15 of your ex-girlfriends where like all of the conversations had that like subtle bit of like passive aggressiveness to it.
Oh God.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like it took a long time to craft that level of passive aggressive.
That's how I know it was unintentional.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like it was a natural
Maybe it just
response.
comes out. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see a prop. I just wanted one prop.
Oh, after telling me that my laugh is bone chilling, you can't
Yeah,
take
it's
this,
like a banshee
this
shriek.
wee bit of roasting, Patrick.
I'm just calling it how it is. It's friendly. I'm friendly shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was giving you
Friendly
props for
shots.
how you did it. It wasn't
Yeah.
mean. It was funny.
That's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, Cody, I wasn't trying to be mean saying that your laugh shook me
It's
to my
the
core
worst.
and
I'm not.
gives
I feel
me
like-
teeth
What are we
jitters
doing
at
here?
night.
What are we?
I feel like he was warming up with his shot at your laugh, and then like he got in his groove and knew how to throw it at
Yeah.
Luke just the right way. I was actually giving you props.
There we go.
to-
Well, thank you.
Can you
Thank
please? Can you both? Can you both collaborate one time and do that, please?
A
I'm 100%
one-time
in.
prop show.
Dude,
That
please,
would be the best.
just for me.
We'll make it the biggest show in town.
We need at least 5 to 6 props.
I
a
can do
minute
more.
on
I'll
each.
triple that
I'll-
number.
I'll talk to Carl. Like they do the.
They're all going to be
future
cardboard.
science shows that are kind of like more improv-y.
Just weird.
And Luke can't see him until he goes on stage. Patrick just brings him out to him.
Yeah.
Now, for this to work, though, you know Luke will not put an ounce of for this will just be a podcast bit. It'll live and die as a podcast bit, unless we book the show for him.
I would do it.
We make sure that
I got
the
no
time
problem
is-
with it.
So if
Let's
we
do
do
it.
all that for you, will you fucking do it?
Yeah, are you
Oh my
gonna go
God.
through the effort of finding a club to book this?
Hold on,
This would be
little
so easy. I'll fucking hit
it's
up
open
Lee.
night- mic
I'll hit
night
up
or
Lee
something.
tonight, and he'll be like, "That's
No.
hilarious. Yes, we'll do that."
Don't hit up. I know the people to hit up.
Yeah.
Who?
Do you think I won't do this?
Who are you gonna hit?
He
up?
says he wants to do it.
Yeah, I'll do
Carl
it.
Spaeth, he has a whole improv, future science is an improv thing on one of his shows. It'd fit.
Dude, let's
perfectly.
fucking set this up. Will you for sure make
Yeah.
props? We're doing this. This is happening.
I would. Yeah, I'll make.
Luke looks so mad.
That's
too.
fine. I'll do it. I'm not mad about it.
His friends turn him into Carrot Top for real. The worst ginger.
I'm just like unfortunately really good at it. I'm just everything I say about
everyone's
each
gonna love
prop
it.
just murders, and I'm like, God damn it!
Luke
You
just.
walk out and you get a
you're gonna love
Vegas
it.
contract offer
Yeah,
to you. You're
no,
like,
no,
no,
It's the
not
other.
like this.
It's the other way. He goes up and he does it one time. And he's like, "Well, fuck. I guess that's what I am now. I need plastic surgery and steroids and the whole
He's just
nine." He's just-
typecasted as the Cincinnati prop guy.
So Luke, we hear you do comedy with props. One time.
It'll be on your resume forever.
He'll be like, yeah, I don't actually do that. Really, it was just like a throwaway gig. They're like, well, can you?
We hire Gabe and we get him to do headshots with the props, like while he's on stage. And then every club, when Luke starts going to clubs and shit, we give them the headshots. Like, yeah, I'm Luke's management team. Fucking.
Look, we didn't know he was a prop comic.
Comedy.
Exclusively, actually.
But he doesn't know it, but he is.
Oh, dude.
Can we really make that happen? Because I'd love to make the stupidest things for you.
All right,
I'm
see,
being
this is the
dead
exact
serious.
kind of thing I'm willing to throw energy into.
Please,
Yeah,
please.
same.
You hit up Carl. You build the fucking helicopter.
I'll get
with
a
the
shit
dicks
ton
on
of
it.
cardboard right away.
Cardboard.
Oh, dude, they're gonna
What
be
kind
terrible.
of cardboard props are we talking
First
The
about?
grade
worst
style.
kind.
Like, you're going to be like questioning exactly what it is, you know?
Maybe you should look up prop comedy
Like-
before you're like, you know what, I'm going to Michael's Arts and Crafts this.
it's going to be my way too. This is now my show.
This is gonna be so much fun, dude.
But I want you to question everything I give you, and we'll just see what happens.
You're not allowed to see
Yeah,
the
that's
props.
the show.
Just 40 seconds in, Luke's crying on stage.
coughs.
My friends are dicks. They made me do this.
Dude, if I just fell on my face for 5 minutes in utter silence without cracking a joke, I don't know if I would cry, but I know I'd be in a deep hole by the time that show was over with. Like
I'll tap
I'm
you on the back and
driving
say,
home.
"All right, see ya."
There's nothing playing in my car. It's just utter silence.
No, it's
Windows are rolled up. I'm just like one hand on my head, twirling my hair out of anxiety, just thinking of like
You would
all the
Scream
things
before
I
you
could have
leave your
done.
car.
You would
tell you.
try to go to sleep that night, and then it's the second that you got to sleep, your fucking eyes would open like Squidward and SpongeBob, just bloodshot, thinking about the show.
break.
Next step of this is we put a GoPro in Luke's car for the ride home to see if he just calls.
Should make this a whole YouTube thing.
Just watch me
Make it
just
like a,
angry cry.
No, just see if you call your grandma. Like, can you put this together for me?
He parks in front of his local gun store and just cries in the parking lot.
okay, so it's gonna be like a 30-minute long video. Okay, you're gonna start recording Luke. You're gonna get the backstory, like how he got here, how he got in the bastard sermon, how he's doing stand up, what it all means to him, all this heartache and everything he went through, and then it leads up to the prop show.
Yeah,
Everything has been leading up to this meaningless event.
my silly ass friends forced
These
me
4
to do.
years of podcasting has been building up to this one anti-monumental.
The post-credit scene is the GoPro of him driving home.
Yeah, but the first 10 minutes is Pat showing off all the bracelets he's wearing as he gestures and talks.
It's 2010 Pat
loud
with
can I
long
be?
hair, just like, these are all my puka shells, and it just like cuts to me like,
Here's my collection.
He's got a story-free shell too.
No, he does like the Rodney Dangerfield, like pulling at his collar, but it's just enough to see his tattoos all the way around.
This one says Alex Wall and has a heart on it. This one says Cody Hucker, has a penis on it. It
Like
says
his
Luke,
back-
it has a piece of butter on
if
it.
you put it
His
up to your,
background is just promos of all of his own art.
Yeah. It's all Allies Aside
Oh.
promo pics or something.
So
stupid.
this just popped into my head. I was digging through old videos because I found like one of my first podcasts I ever recorded in 2014, which is going on the Patreon as soon as we figure out how the fuck we put video on Patreon. I have no idea. We're gonna figure it out
it's
though.
fucking stupid.
But another video that I found, there's no explanation. I used to get fucked up drunk every time that I would go to Patrick's old apartment in Queen City. The video inexplicably is us running down the hallway and him being like, "Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it?" And I was like, "I think I got it." And you turn around and you have a 12-inch fucking plastic dildo, like a floppy fucking 13-inch dick.
What the? Oh, are you talking about in my old apartment?
Yes. Why?
Oh, yeah.
What happened? Can you explain? Do you remember why?
He said,
what the
"Oh
fuck?
yeah, that black."
I was
dildo."
like, I'm thinking
I
like,
remember now.
No, there was
It was neon
someone,
pink.
Someone
I was like,
brought
what the
over.
fuck is happening?
So in my old apartment, I just have. You were probably there for that night. I think I have like a big group photo, and you're in that photo. But someone brought over like a huge double-sided pink dildo,
It's a
and
big
we
double
would just
donger.
smack the shit out of each other with it and throw it down the hallways.
Why's your
ridiculous.
face getting smellier, dude?
Ugh.
Dude, how did your
Face stinks.
But I don't know how it got there. I'm
you
luckily
do.
someone left with it. I don't know who.
Someone, they were like, "This is mine."
That would be one of Luke's props if I still had that.
The double-headed dildo.
Yeah,
Just talk
it's
about that.
gigantic.
Well, this is something people use.
We can call my mom.
It's got chocolate syrup all over it. Luke pulls it out of the bag.
I think
Oh.
I think he's challenging me to suck it all off.
Dude, if that was your response, if you pulled a big dildo out and you looked at it,
It's
you're
covered
like,
in chocolate.
I know how to comedy this.
Just start throating it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
not comedying it. That's just like suppressed things about
Everyone just sits there uncomfortably in silence.
They're like, hold on, one, why
It's
is
comedy gold.
It's like, one, why is he doing this? Two, why is he so good at it? Just like pushing
Can't
the
stop
back of
watching.
his own head. Like,
Tugging his own hair.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just fucking take you, little bitch.
Jesus. How aggressive do you get?
Well, I mean,
Noah?
if I'm up there sucking dick for jokes, I'm gonna fucking give myself a show.
Leave these poor ladies alone, dude. Why are you trying to hurt them?
Hold on. Ladies.
Yeah.
I don't think you get that good at sucking dick with ladies.
Ladies
Well,
of the
Patrick?
night.
Huh?
I'm going to say ladies of the afternoon if you're getting...
Oh, you know what I just discovered today? Vin Diesel movies.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that?
What I
Cody?
loved is that you categorized Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick as different.
No, they are different.
I think they're kind of
two different movies.
Can I be honest
I
about
thought it was the
Chronicles of
same
Riddick?
character.
Yeah, I
It
think
is the same character, but they're very different movies.
Nah, one's a sequel.
Can I be
Yeah, but
honest
they
about
are
this?
done so differently. They're way different in the
So
direction
Rise
that
of
they
the
go.
Skywalker is filmed way different than Return of the
Half the
Jedi.
movie's blue. They're on a blue fucking planet. The whole thing is
One's
literally-
on Hoth, the other one's on a space station, and you're defeating your reasons here, man. You're
What?
wrong.
If you watch it, you could see that they're visually
That it's the same
different.
character, so it's the same universe.
I'll be
I know
honest.
it's the same universe. I wasn't arguing that. Nobody said that it wasn't the Chronicles
I just
of
don't,
Riddick.
yeah, but I didn't understand the separation. It's
One's called Pitch Black. The other one's called the Chronicles of Riddick.
but all right, but that's like saying I really like fucking who played Luke Skywalker again? I'm blanking on his name
Mark
right now.
Hamill.
Mark Hamill. I should have
Luke?
Are you
Young didn't know fucking Luke Skywalker.
I'm having a brain farm
You're
argument
named
over
after it,
here.
you fucking idiot.
I know, so fucking Mark Hamill, right? He's like Luke Skywalker. You know, he was in Return of the Jedi, but now he's a different Jedi.
When did I separate them? When did I say that they're different movies in different universes?
All right,
You
guys,
said they were
guys,
shot different.
guys, seriously, I'm
are.
literally gonna kill myself. We keep picking apart the difference between two Vin Diesel movies.
Oh, dude, Vin Diesel
You're
used to
right.
rule.
You're right.
There's a limit to how far this can go before I
No, this is a Patrick Seta conversation. That's why I'm bringing it up. I feel like Patrick Seta also fucking
Okay,
has-
let me just be honest about this real quick. Okay, I do agree with Cody that they are two totally different settings because one's all at night and the other one is all this other thing. But it's such an unoriginal like character design, in my opinion. It's-
one's at 6.
One's
Dude, the
daytime,
difference
one's
between
nighttime.
son-in-law and
Meet the Fockers
Stop
and Meet
it.
the Fockers 2 are completely different movies. I'll die on this hill. Keep
Why-
going. I'm sorry.
Please do.
You
well,
said
I forgot where I was going, but Vin Diesel. Why do you what about him has made you want to start delving down the Vin Diesel?
because I know that it's
Big
going to be
man
terrible.
hands.
I know it's
I
going to be.
know it's gonna be terrible.
I remember loving it growing up, like that scene in Triple X where Rammstein's on there. I downloaded the fucking whole discography on LimeWire and ruined my family's computer listening to Du Hast over and over again. Till my computer just melted and cried, and it was fucking... And I used to love the explosions in all the movies and the goofy dialogue, and I know rewatching
He's
it...
so cool, man.
I'm gonna fucking hate all of it. So I was like, what am I gonna hate the least? Chronicles of Riddick is so bad. The movie rules for all the wrong fucking reasons. It's a dog shit movie
Hold on,
with
hold on.
dog
I've
shit
seen it so many
dialogue.
times, but I don't like it.
It's
Never
so
liked
bad.
it.
rules. It rules.
It
Why does it
rules.
rule?
Oh, because watching it, it's so bad. It's fucking cartoonish.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna give me shit about Greasy Strangler, but your Vin Diesel movies are all right. Fuck you. Die in a fire.
Well, I grew up watching these. They have some sentiment. I remember them, and I remember them one specific way, and them being cool as shit.
That's
And
like someone explaining, like, I grew up watching my dad beat the shit out of my mom, so I punch my girlfriend every once in a while for fun.
I was gonna say I don't want to meet the Cody that grew up watching Greasy Strangler.
Hold on, Luke. You have. It's me.
yeah, dude. Oh fuck.
You also mentioned in your status, Cody, that you watched The Pacifier.
That was for comedy purposes.
Really?
Not
That was
really.
for comedy.
I've
He,
watched it.
he
was not.
volunteered to watch. Have you seen that movie? It's
Dude,
Vin
come-
Diesel being like a babysitter.
I am genuinely insulted that you just asked me that question.
Of course he's seen it.
I'm
he
asking
loves Vin
everyone.
Diesel.
I'll honestly say,
Naturally.
I think other than like voiceover where he does like Groot and Guardian, I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
only two Vin Diesel movies I've ever seen are like Saving Private Ryan and Boiler Room.
He's great in
Oh,
Saving
yeah.
Private Ryan. Gets
That's a
shot to death. You get to
phenomenal
watch
movie.
him die. That's awesome.
That's
right?
my favorite part.
That's definitely the only Vin Diesel movie I've ever
I
seen.
remember
haven't
even.
seen any.
You haven't seen any Vin Diesel movies at all?
Like Saving Private Ryan.
How did you miss them?
I don't know.
They were
Good
everywhere.
taste.
You
Check
couldn't,
this out.
I didn't care about those movies.
you couldn't leave your
I guess.
house without
Dude.
tripping over it.
He never
You
saw it.
need to watch Triple X.
No, you do not.
Yes, you do.
Watch the
How bad
second
it
one.
is.
Watch the
for
Return
this
of
very
Xander
reason,
Cage,
right?
or
So,
whatever
like,
his
the
name is.
first 5 minutes, right? There's like some sort of terrorist thing
no.
going on, and they fucking unfold it, and they're like, "What do we need to find someone who can stop these guys." And so, like, what do? Let's hit up YouTube. So they get on
Project
YouTube,
Badass.
right? And they find this bald dude who's just like he steals a car, and he's like driving the car, and there's cops behind him. He's like,
Stop this.
"Oh
Please
man,
stop
gotta
this.
get away from the cops!" So he fucking drives the car off a bridge, jumps out of the car, and then parachutes, lands, and he's like, "Follow Xander!" And he fucking throws up a
His
game
name's
sign.
Xander Cage.
And they
No,
fucking
stop.
they cut
Stop
it.
what-
They cut it, and they're like, upload that. And then like the military officials show up, and they're like, Xander Cage, we need your skills for a very important mission.
too
Like,
cool.
hold up, they hit a Logan Paul to come save the world, dude. Like he was out there being an influencer before influencing was even a thing. He was just famous, and the government knew him for doing crazy shit on YouTube. Like that's
Returning
how
to that movie,
Triple X
oh,
gets
man.
his start. Like.
Can the YouTube people at home please just appreciate fucking Lloyd's face as we're talking nonstop Vin. We're closing the show with Vin Diesel. We might do Patreon Vin Diesel. I'll be honest. The next hour and 10 is gonna be all the Diesel.
Wait, can we go back to Yu-Gi-Oh? Fuck this so much. Fuck this.
Can we?
I hate that this is a thing that is happening.
Let's
while
talk
I
about
exist.
Dungeon Duel Masters. All right, so the
what'd you
dice
collect?
game, right?
When you were younger, what was popular?
Power Rangers.
You're asking an autistic kid what did they collect? Nothing.
Minstrel
It's like,
shows.
nothing?
Oh god, I had so many good ones. Minstrel
I
shows.
collected
and
hating people. I don't know. I like Ninja Turtles. I guess kinda.
the weird songs with the when you had to put it on the record thing and it had the big bell thing that the sound comes out of, or it's all trumpets. The shitty trumpet
He's
sounds.
trying
they're all
to call
just-
me old.
You gonna let him?
I don't give. I am old.
Oh, well.
I'm like 40, 39. I'm 39.
Yeah, you're old as fuck. So,
I just don't know.
We watched
What-
lions eat people in an arena. That was cool back in my day.
Yeah, whatever. All of the things you've said are better than the best Vin Diesel performance ever. Like,
you're
like
right.
all of the things you're trying to show. I would
right.
rather listen to like 1920s big band music than watch 15 minutes of a Vin Diesel movie.
Dude, I don't know. There's that one scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where he was
All
like,
right, well, yeah, but
I am Groot. And I was just, fuck.
all right, you know what? Here,
Tears in the movie theater.
I can honestly say that might be some of his best acting.
He did crush it.
You're
dude.
right. You're
He
right.
crushed
Dude,
that.
when everyone thought he was going to die and he looked at everyone, he was like, I am Groot. I was like, fuck, dude.
he is
Gonna
Groot.
cry.
He
You know
is.
what?
This tree's gonna make me cry.
Again,
Fuck.
I didn't even know I could get this hard. Holy shit.
I'm gonna say Boiler Room's not even that great of a movie, but I like Giovanni Ribisi, so I watched it. And Vin Diesel's in there, and I'm like, all right, this wasn't terrible.
Why did that actor you just named sound like he just hatched a plan to like explode some sort of like
Steal the Mona Lisa.
Because
yeah.
he's a Scientologist.
His name's Giovanni was like he
Yeah.
just formed Mewtwo
Giovanni
like last
Ribisi.
month.
You don't know who Giovanni Ribisi is? Am I weird for knowing this?
It's
no
just a
one
name.
knew
I
this.
might know his face. I
You
don't
made him
know.
up. This is like that Rick and Morty bit where he makes a name up and everybody's like, "Oh, I love his movies." It was like
It's like Mr.
He's-
Nimbus controls the police, obviously.
Do you know, like,
and he
did
was
you
like,
watch-
I made him up. Don't be a sheep, kids.
did
And
you
he was
watch like the Ted movies or A Million Ways to
yeah,
Die
I
in the
watched
West?
Ted.
Sure.
Yeah, I watched Ted.
like, Who's
The
Giovanni?
weird dancey guy that has the little kid where he tries to get by the teddy bear Ted.
Oh, okay. You're like a big fan of that guy.
I like that guy.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know he was in movies until you brought him up.
I saw Ted once when it came out in theaters. I don't remember that guy.
Ted was
He
cool.
was more in Ted
It was
too
an alright
than-
movie.
I never saw Ted 2.
Did you see A Million Ways
so-
to Die in the West?
Nope.
It was okay.
I've never even heard of it.
It was like another one of those Seth MacFarlane, right?
Yeah. They watched
one of those
Triple
movies.
X, but not A Million Ways to Die in the West.
The Orville's supposed to be pretty good.
Dude,
The
Triple
Orville's
X
great.
rules.
I
What do
heard
you
that's
mean?
pretty good.
The
but
Orville's
I,
great.
I cannot stand that Family Guy humor anymore. I'm over it. When American Dad came out, I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Pull your hair out so it covers one of your eyes.
Oh, you heard his
It's not
baby.
long enough this time.
You heard his baby. American Dad's his thing.
American Dad, I'm with you on I'm tired of all of it, but he did play a compilation of American Dad one time, and I was laughing consistently. It was funny, but I don't know that I would turn it on my own.
Yeah, no, you'd be too busy watching fucking Triple X.
Nah, I'd be busy
State of the
watching
Union.
Adventure Time.
Dude, did you know that there's a 2017 sequel to Triple X? There's part 2 with Ice Cube. Don't watch that.
Yeah,
But
I
there's
knew
a-
about that.
It's
yeah,
called
it's
The
so
Return
much-
of the Union. It's called The Return of Xander Cage. That's when I found his name, and I was like, no, they didn't name him Xander
Xander
Cage.
Cage is with 30 billion subscribers on YouTube.
I was like,
he
they named-
saved the world 30 million times over. He has no idea what to do with his time.
Dude, the dialogue is so bad. Trying to make Vin Diesel a badass is terrible in every movie and never plays out. Every line is the director, the writer snorting cocaine, being like, I'm the greatest writer that's ever lived. It's the theater is gonna stand up and applause when they hear him say. There's one scene where in fucking Chronicles of Riddick where they release these hellhounds into a prison that they're in for some reason, a triple max prison called Crematoria, and fucking I didn't make that up. They release hounds into the prison.
It's the most metal shit you've ever. Like, that's just where prisoners go to die.
Yeah,
like, they're arrested and tried for no reason.
That's the name
Pointless
of
prison.
That's the name of Alex and Patrick's new band that they're about to
if-
form in a week.
If you were describing an episode of Metalocalypse, what you just said is okay. Other than that, it's not. None of what you just said is okay.
These dogs,
Stop.
These dogs are made out of the same studs that are on my jacket, but they're the whole dog, and they're like chameleon dogs, and they're fucking people up. They're eating people. They run down. Fucking Vin Diesel is like dramatically next to a falling water for no reason in a fucking. It's a triple max prison, but you have a broken pipe that's just flooding water into the bottom of the
you
prison.
think people give a
Cool.
fuck about those prisoners?
Anyways, the
Do
dog
you think
comes through the
people
water.
give a fuck about a premise in a Vin Diesel movie? What the fuck are
Well,
we
no,
talking
listen.
about?
Yeah, it's night vision eyes.
I'm setting up how bad this is, but he goes to go like fuck up Vin Diesel, and then he just stares at him. And he's got weird fucking blind people eyes because he can see. He's
got night vision eyes.
Exactly, he's got night vision eyes. Ooh. And then the next scene's the guy like, oh, he probably got fucked up, and he's like petting the dog, and he's like, good dog, and he turns around, he was like, it's an animal thing. I was like, no, they didn't. Just fucking. I was like, what? Because they're calling him an animal the whole fucking time. So he's like, it's an animal thing. I was like, you fucking son of a bitch.
What about the scene
that's
where
the whole movie.
he killed someone with like a cup?
That's the next scene. That is the next scene. He was like, what are you gonna do? Kill me with a soup cup? And he was like, tea. It's a teacup. And he sets it down and fucking sets it on the rock or whatever. The dude's like, oh, bad dialogue. Turns around to stab him and jams the teacup into his sternum. It barely breaks the skin on his chest, and he falls over dead instantaneously. And then the guys are just looking at him, and he puts like the little paint keys that you open up a can of paint. He puts one of those on the rock next, and the two guys are like, oh, oh, and then they run off like a Flintstones cartoon. It's so stupid. It's the worst fucking movie. It's so bad, but it rules.
It rules.
It rules so hard, dude. You should watch it. Can we watch that?
Let's
on
all
next
do.
LLC?
Can we all do like a Bastard Sermon like movie watch?
We
And
have a
it's
podcast called Bastard LLC now.
But let's just dedicate it to Chronicles of Riddick stuff and lore.
Have
Have you ever heard about the video game Back to Butcher Bay?
He would not be okay with that.
Is that
Yeah.
the name of that game? The Vin Diesel game, which was the third movie, basically, but it was a video game, Butcher Bay?
I have no idea.
It was something like that.
I know they did make
It was a first-person shooter,
Chronicles of
Lloyd.
Riddick games, though. I do know that.
I hate so much last night at the podcast. I want to make a literary reference. I'm like, this is too heady for the podcast I'm doing right now. Like, Joe Burrow wears number 9. Everybody calls him Joe Cool, Joey Burr. I was like, Ice 9. That's a great reference. I was like, okay, that's not the right way to go. It's a Kurt Vonnegut reference. People probably won't get it. And the next day, I'm literally listening to...
Escape from Butcher Bay, the Vin Diesel video
I'm
game.
questioning so many choices. Like, I've never thought about being sober before in my life.
You're like, today's the day.
Now I'm like, obviously, I'm making some
Vin
really upsetting choices.
He recently came out and said that he
is
might
rock
be open
bottom.
to another movie
This is right
in
here.
the Riddick universe,
Gross. I'm sure he'd be open to anything to keep
directed
giving
by
him
Michael
money.
Bay.
They're doing part 4. Yeah, I found that out too. There's 3 of them apparently, and they're doing a
Butcher
4th.
Bay, Escape from Butcher Bay.
All right, Lloyd's visibly upset, so it's something else. I just figured it was a Patrick Seta guy. You seem like a guy that loves Vin Diesel movies. I don't know what it is.
What?
I don't know, dude. Like, you're a big Marvel
No.
Universe fan. I figured.
I don't think I've
that
seen a
ties right
Fast
into
and
Vin Diesel.
I do love the MCU. No fucking joke. That's some good stuff.
How do you watch the same movie
board
a million
Yeah, yeah.
times?
What's that?
How do you guys watch the same
you
fucking
know,
movie
a lot of
million
people like to
times?
throw out like I have some friends that are really into Star Trek and they're big fucking elitists on like what you watch. Like, too many people like that. I'm not into it. It sucks. It sucks. But like they're like, every time you're just seeing some guy save the world. It's not always the case in the MCU. Half the universe got snapped out of existence. But I'm just saying, what fucking show or movie besides like anti-hero shit,
Doesn't
where
fucking-
that doesn't fucking
you're-
happen where the good guy
You're correct.
wins.
You're correct.
It's stupid.
Well, you have
Every
to
movie that
understand,
Lloyd
and it
watches.
took me a very long time as a reader purist. It takes a long time to get this out of your system. Because I still cringe sometimes. Like, people are talking about the new Moon Knight. He's got powers. I'm like, y'all are fucking dumb. But it's like people who are talking about that stuff are not comic book digesters. They don't understand, like, yeah, it's colorful like that for a reason. It's dark for 30 minutes, and then they win. It's how it goes. It's the dynamic. The bad guys will win for an issue, maybe two, but the good guys will always win. Like I seen an article today, some director was bitching that there's no fuck scenes in superhero movies, and I'm like, yeah, because whenever anyone writes a fuck scene in a comic book, they're called creepy and weird, and it's also, why are we focusing on this outside of the world-ending threats? Like, we should get back to the matter at hand. Yeah, I'm not reading this one-page full cover art of like fucking Captain America going balls deep and like fucking
There's a great
I
one
don't give a fuck about that.
No, there's a good one in Spawn though, where like he transforms into like they change his skin so that he looks like his dead wife's new husband and fucks his wife, and then as he's like after he fucking nuts inside of her, he starts noticing his flesh rotting, and there's like worms in the bed, and he has to run out of there before all his skin melts off. It's a pretty.
But that's a sexual assault, rapey level of like intercourse that probably shouldn't be on any screen. Like, you can't pretend to be someone else and fuck this girl.
You
like,
said that a little.
that's so fucked up.
You said that a little too happy.
Yeah, you were like, but it was romantic. He looked just like him.
There was like
that's a good excuse to have a sex scene in a fucking comic book. That's
not.
if you're gonna rape someone. I did that one for Lloyd.
Yeah, I love your argument.
I
here.
regret shitting on Pat. Like, oh, I see how your girlfriend's whatever, passive aggressive. No, you know what? I know it. I take all of that back. I shouldn't have. God damn it.
Thanks, y'all. We're gonna move this over to the Patreon.
Oh, we're gonna close on a rape joke? Hell yeah.
Yes,
dude.
why not?
Go ahead, read them. Let's hear it.
All right, so we are sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. If you guys want to fuck around and get litty like a motherfucking titty,
Christmas titty.
like me, you want to head on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. They've got excellent glass blown equipment. They got water bongs. They got pipes. They've got rolling papers. They got cones, lighters. I just bought some Jay and Silent Bob clipper lighters. Fucking awesome. It's Jay and Silent Bob. It's like the cartoon versions you see and like the credits and stuff. It's them on it. There's like four or five different designs. They're pretty cool. But head up Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. Let them know you're a bastard, and you'll get 15% off your next order. They're pretty fucking awesome.
Sick.
And we are also sponsored by banginsnacks.net. Banginsnacks.net is a fucking great service.
It's so dope.
It is. Did you make your order for your fried squid?
We're doing it Monday so that everyone at work can be.
So we've got a little thing going on with Scarlet Vape and Smoke or banginsnacks.net, different ad. Head on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke
Well, no,
Shop.
seriously, this ties in good. Smoke your fucking
Go
Delta 8.
get lit over at your Delta 8, Delta 10, Delta 11, and 12, 13.
Fire up
at
a spoonful,
Scarlet Vape and
Kratom.
Smoke Shop, and then hit up banginsnacks.net and order some munchies. They've got the greatest shit over there.
And they just expanded. There's now more stuff on the site.
Tons. They've got Oreos birthday party flavored and brownie flavored from
I wouldn't
Milka.
know because they won't send us a box of those sweet, sweet Oreos. Banging snacks. Send me some fucking sweet treats, baby. Look at this good. Get on YouTube and look at this good. I need some fucking brownie flavored Oreos.
Got some
Let's go.
barbecue and ham flavored Lays, roasted chicken Lays. We've got all sorts of shit. We've got Lloyd's favorite, grilled squid flavors.
So good.
And right now they're offering free shipping for all orders over $49. And if you let them know with promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS, you will also get 15% off of your order. That's free shipping on orders over $49 on top
And
of your
15%
discount.
off, yeah.
Like, it's a steal. Hit up banginsnacks.net and get your food.
Squeedly doodly.
That's a cool sponsor.
Right?
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, it's a fucking
They're dope
sick
though.
sponsor.
Like for real. I'm placing an order.
Mine are the chicken tikka masala Pringles. Those are the go-tos for me. I love those. Those are really fucking good.
There's like 10 new things on there just from like a week ago that I want to try now.
When I'm done being
Follow
broke
them on
as fuck.
social media at Bangin' Snacks. They're all everywhere. They're very active on Instagram.
When I'm done being broke as fuck, I'm getting an order. I'm for sure placing an order from there. You would love it, Pat. I feel like this is right up your alley.
Yeah, it is.
I'd love
This
to
is
try
some shit
something like
that you
that.
would really enjoy.
They even got your Kit Kats and shit.
yeah,
Kit Kats.
So many different kinds.
You know me, I'm the biggest Kit Kat fan.
Yeah,
Luke.
this is but no, on this is Japanese ladyboy pussy flavored Kit Kats. Like, whoa, I've never even they make
No, that's
those.
Thai.
order two.
That's Thailand.
And I'm pretty sure that's just a dick. Hold on, ladyboy
Wait, are these
pussy.
tiny
just a dream you
chocolate-covered
had?
dicks?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's on the website. Go look, guys.
All right, so we're gonna get into some more shit over on the Patreon. Join us at patreon.com/thebastardsermon for only $5 a month. We're working on some stuff. We got tons of content over there. We got Hookers Fuckers. We got some Bastard LLCs. We got free episodes a day early for you guys on Saturdays, on top of a bonus episode we record immediately after this. Yeah.
Also, our guests are here. Hey, guest, do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about?
yeah.
Luke cannot.
We're on a podcast.
Oh, fuck you, Cody. We're not talking anymore. We're going to the Patreon. Like, let's let the guys that are here.
Oh, they're all right.
Fuck.
We'll let Alex go first.
Fuck them. You're right.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
I really don't have a whole lot of shit to plug. Ran Over Me on Spotify.
Spell
You
it
can
out.
look me up on YouTube. Under my name, Alex Wool. I play guitar and stuff.
Spell it.
We're gonna play some.
It's Alex. Last name is W-O-H-L.
Pull this microphone right up to your sexy little lips, there, baby boy.
W-O-H-L.
All right.
Pure Riffery on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Instagram, too.
That's where you'll
Hell
find
yeah.
that new stuff.
The referee.
We're gonna play some of his music.
Pure Riffery.
We're gonna
that's
play.
awesome.
He's got a new song, and we're gonna play it on the Patreon. So you want to hear that sick Rust Belt riffage? Go over to fucking Patreon, brother.
Also go to Dark Mountain Cult.
Hey.
Pulled it up at work, and everyone was interested enough that everything stopped for a few minutes as we scrolled through all of the things he has on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, boosting my ego here.
No,
Yeah,
it was-
check out my art page if you like nerdy shit. I like drawing monstrous versions of, I don't know, like old school games or stuff. Just check it out. I just like to draw shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Fuck you, Like the Bengals. We did a whole opener
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that, so we don't have to do that. Patreon.